So if your daycare's got a vehicle, you're probably shelling out a couple $1,000s a year for it. And you're probably asking yourself, well, why does it cost so much and what is making it cost that much? So I wanted to talk through a couple of the factors that impact your auto insurance for your daycare. First off is the type of vehicle that you drive. Whether it's a private passenger, whether it's a bus, whether it's a 15 passenger or a 12 passenger, the type of vehicle that you're driving impacts the overall liability premium. And it makes sense. If you're driving a Chevy Suburban and it's a furnished vehicle to the owner, there's less risk involved with that versus a 64 passenger bus that's going to have 50 screaming kids in it. Two totally different things, two totally different risk factors, two totally different liability premiums. And another thing they look at with those vehicles is the weight. The weight impacts the liability premium pretty substantially, and it's because it's harder to stop big vehicles. So if they plow into something, it's going to cause more damage. Another factor that you need to consider is your drivers. If they're less experienced, if they've got tickets, if they've got a history of accidents, companies factor that into their underwriting. Some will increase their cost for your program. Some will just say, we're not going to cover that driver, or we're not going to offer the most advantageous rates. So it makes sense. Your auto policy is broken down into your vehicles and then your drivers. Your 18-year-old with no experience, not going to be as desirable as the 50-year-old who's been driving the van around on the same route for 15 years. And one more factor that companies really take into account would be your prior loss history. Companies use your previous experience, your previous claims as a predictor of what you're going to look like in the future. And so if you've got a history of backing into things and fender benders and running into people in the parking lots, that's going to impact the type of pricing you get on your auto insurance. So once again, just to cap it all off, 3 things that really impact your cost for your auto insurance. 1, the type of vehicles you drive. 2, who drives them. And 3, what type of experience you've had in the past. I'm Daryl Henry with Bitner Henry Insurance Group, and we serve those who serve others.